I'm going to show you a simple way of solving one-step equations. So first we need to know what an equation is. An equation is just a math sentence with an equal sign. So for example, if you have x plus 2 equals 5, I'm starting out simple. This would be an equation. It has an equal sign, our x is our variable, and what we're trying to do is figure out how to get x by itself. So, your main goal when solving equations is to ask yourself first, what letter am I getting by itself, which is the x, and how am I going to get it by itself? Two simple questions that you're going to ask yourself, okay? So we know we're getting our x by itself. The next question is, how am I going to do that? What number can I take to the other side? We look at it, the 2. If I move the 2 to the other side, will x be by itself? Yes. If I move the 5 over to this side, x will not be by itself, so we must move the 2, okay? So when I move the 2 to the other sides, I have to use inverse operations, which is the opposite of whatever's happening. So because it's adding 2, we are going to subtract 2. Subtract 2 here, subtract 2 here. Then you think, what is 2 minus 2? Well, 2 minus 2 is 0, so in algebra we say that it cancels. We bring down our x and our equal sign. 5 minus 2 is 3, and that's our answer. X equals 3. Okay? I'm going to go into a few other examples to help. So, get the paper here. Okay? So here's the next example. Question 1. Negative 2 equals k minus 14. So this one's a little bit different. You're still asking yourself the two questions. What letter am I going to isolate or get by itself, and how am I going to do it? So I'm going to take and look at this problem and see that k needs to be by itself. Right now k is already on the right side of the equal sign, so we want to leave it there. The number that I want to move to the other side is the 14. If I move 14 to this side, it will be by itself. Looking at 14, it's a negative, so I'm going to do the opposite, which is add. So I'm going to add 14 to both sides. Negative 14 plus 14 is 0, so we say that that cancels. Negative 2 plus 14 is 12 equals k. So that would be my answer. Okay, let's look at one more example. X plus 9 equals negative 2. Same thing. First question. What letter am I going to get by itself? Okay, good. The x. Next question. How am I going to move it? What number am I going to move to the other side to get x by itself? We look at it. I'm going to move the 9. When I move 9 to the other side, I have to ask myself, what's the opposite of positive 9 or plus 9? Opposite of a plus sign is a minus sign or negative. So I'm going to subtract. Negative 2 minus 9 is negative 11, and I have my answer.